Hello, everybody out there. I am here with another 5-minute murder. And as you can see, we are at my booth in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee this weekend. I am at a tattoo convention down here, ready to enjoy some good old time at Pigeon Forge. Let me show you my booth real quick, because this is, of course, good old Killers, the card game. Right, we've got some Sick Rick masks there, always adorning the booth. We've got my other games over there. Of course, my banner. We got this brand new, oh, you guys can see that, yeah, little crime scene over here. But we got this brand new backpack, little Pogo the Clown backpack from Graveyard Gallery. Cool little piece of stuff right above the Welcome to the Crawl Space print. And then we got the brand new wheel done by old Kenny Baker. This thing is fantastic. There you go. Sounds like you're at the carnival, just the way it should. And then here is the brand new map for Route 666. I know, I'm only been on the middle of the eastern part of the country. And then we have all of our shadow boxes here. But 5-minute murder, if I haven't already done a minute already. Let me sit down here. But I picked out somebody that we talk about all the time, old Eddie Gein. So Ed Gein was born August 27th, 1906. Died July 26th, 1984. He was a convicted murderer and body snatcher. His crimes gathered widespread notoriety in 1957 after authorities discovered he had exhumed corpses from local graveyards, fashioned trophies and keepsakes from their bones and skin. He also confessed to killing tavern owner Mary Hogan in 1954 and hardware store owner Bernice Warden in 1957. He was initially found unfit to stand trial, but by 1968 he was judged competent to stand trial. He was found guilty of the murder of Warden, but he was found legally insane and was remanded to a psychiatric institution. He died at the Institution of Respiratory Failure on July 26, 1984, age 77. So, Eddie Gein is an interesting character within the whole true crime space because he is not a serial killer, right? Or at least not classically what you would consider a serial killer. But he has been the focus of uncounted numbers of movies and the inspiration for lots and lots of horror all throughout the last 40 years. So it is a fascinating case. And actually, if you pick up my book that comes out on Tuesday, there is a chapter on Ed Gein in there, and we talk about his impact on horror movie tropes. And it's fascinating that he has really impacted everything that we see in culture when it comes to horror today. And he's a guy that realistically probably only killed 2 people. He dug up a bunch of other people. There is, theories that he killed many, many more than that, that he was abducting children and all that. None of that was ever proven. A lot of the movies talk about how he was a cannibal. From what we understand, Gein never claimed to be a cannibal. He never ate anything. He was just making skin suits, right? And making decorations because he was really, really into all of the Nazi stories about what they would do to the Jews and how they would kill them and they would skin them and they would do all kinds of things. He was very wrapped up in that and all of the true crime magazines and stuff, and he was just a weird guy, right? He was the weird guy that people thought in town was just the guy that you stayed away from. And, a lot of people had him watch their kids. They thought he was kind of the sweet, kind of dumb guy that lived on the farm. And come to find out, they go to the farm and they find bodies everywhere and pieces everywhere and a box full of vulvas and, all kinds of crazy, crazy stuff. And that spawned everything from there on out. Ed Gein, whether we like it or not, and the people in Plainfield do not like it at all. Matter of fact, they burned down the barn and everything else, trying to erase the whole history of Ed Gein. Obviously unsuccessful because he has become an icon whether it's behind the scenes or not. You know, he did terrible things, but he has been made infamous within our horror movie community. And, you know, he inspired, of course, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Buffalo Bill in the Silence of the Lamb movie, and oh my goodness, I can't think of the other big one right now. Oh, Norman Bates. You know, the whole thing about loving his mother and everything comes directly from the Ed Gein story. So it's fascinating that he would inspire all these things that have lasted decades, and people still watch it today. You know, they just released a 4K version of Psycho, and so, you know, it lives on now, whether we want to believe it, whether we want to think it's okay. Those are the stories that keep people up at night. Those are the stories that continue us in the field of, you know, horror. And so, you know, whether you like it or not, it is part of who we are. It is part of our culture. It is part of the things that inspire us and push us in the direction of the macabre. And so, you know, I think it's valuable to understand those things, not just from the cultural standpoint, but also from, like, realistically, we need to understand, like, how we can help people so that they don't do things like that. Because Ed Gein, once he was medicated, once he was in the hospital, was a model patient. People loved him. I've met several people that worked at the hospital, like their parents worked at the hospital with Ed Gein, and said that he was a great guy. You know, they went in and they talked to him every day. So, you know, getting people the help that they need, getting them the therapy that they need, getting them the medication that they need is vitally important for stopping some of the crimes that we've seen within history. So, yeah. So it's important to remember those stories. It's important to dive into that and understand it for what it is. And often those people are sad subjects that have gone through a lot of things and did not know how to deal with it appropriately, and then resorted to all kinds of horrible shit. So there you go. Another 5-minute murder. And I will see you all soon. If you are in Pigeon Forge, come out here and see me. Come out and buy some stuff. It'll be fun. And then take me to dinner somewhere out here that's cool, because I'm ready to go. The strip is calling my name. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all soon.
The number you have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
Yeah, trendsetter. Whoa, league of my